So it's the 11th of October today, so I rang him yesterday. I had another number on the on the form, and that didn't work at all. I came here, got here at 4:40. Oh, it shuts at 4:30. Oh, yeah, there's a signal. So on the day that my bloke was supposed to be released, they're lying sons of bitches. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, I think it's 2:40 or something now, so they're open. So yeah, I'm here. Try and get my property back. That was stolen unlawfully, thieved from me. In fact, by a state-sponsored organised crime gang. You've seen them, you know where they're at. Every fucking way, you can't turn around and not see them. Dressing like Batman, carrying weapons and fucking people over because they're cowardly cretins. Alright. Hang on, mate. It picked my bike up. It was supposed to be ready yesterday. I came yesterday, but I got here at 4:40, and so you were closed. And I rang in the morning, but the phone just rang and rang and rang. And I rang the other number that didn't even work. So yeah, that's cool. So I thought I was happy to see that. Yeah, that you were open. So Anthony, so Suzuki SB650, 2008. Taken from me, yeah, thieved really. But a month ago. So I got the form if you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ah, it's in my pocket. Yeah, it's got the bike obviously there, and the key. On the 13th of September, they gave me to Chrissy's Beach Police Station. I thought it happened in Sturt. I was, assaulted by a bunch of blokes and taken to Christie's, and then,
Can I get your driver's license? Can I get it? So I just need a copy of it.
Look, after the last police, they just told my bike, Sorry, I'm happy just to show you. You can take the number, do whatever you like. Whatever you need to do. It's just that I was pushed off my bike. Later, I was told that it was they disqualified me at the police station after they took my bike, and saying that I was riding disqualified. So that doesn't make any sense. I can show you the form where they said that. So I'm hesitant to just hand things to police officers because, yeah, for obvious reasons.
Well, yeah, your driver's license was suspended.
Yeah, when? Yeah, or on this date, yeah, 13th of September, they're saying. This is what they've. There you go. It was actually a load of nonsense because I hadn't refused anything. They took me there against my will and did a whole bunch of stuff without my consent, stole my bike, yada yada. It was on the 13th of September. So they took the bike and then did this. So it's in, meant to, so that was done on the 13th. This was after they took the bike. Which is like, it doesn't make any sense because,
Yeah.
how can I be riding disqualified if you didn't disqualify me until after you took the bike?
I know, but it was suspended. I just have a-
You see what I mean? So yeah, and I explained that to the individuals at the time. It hasn't gone to court yet. It'll be discussed further. But at this point, my property's been taken, and I need it back immediately. Thanks.
Well, your driving license was expired and it was suspended.
When?
Well, it was expired on 2 months. It's been 2 months.
It's not expired. It's not expired. It's until 2026 or something.
No.
It's not expired.
Can you just show me?
Yeah, of course. It's current. Yeah. Every year I pay them. Yeah. My birthday. You'll see. Yeah, so I got it because this bloke just turned up, grabbed the front of my bike. I'm like, what are you doing? He said, what's your name? I said, what's your name? He said a number. Then I said, this is my Anthony. Told my name and then
Just call someone.
cool. No, I was in a bunch of them, just turned up, bashed the shit out of me, put handcuffs on me, took me to Christie's Beach. Pushed me out, 12:15 at night, and I had to walk home. After they'd stolen my bike, ripped it, and done a whole.
Just call someone.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, mate. How you on?
Have we go?
Yeah, I've got driver's license.
Yeah.
There's a debit card there. Mobile. What would you expect it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything else gets released, it'll be probably after the coroner's case.
Okay.
Coroner has to give permission for stuff to go
Yeah.
back. But with these, obviously they're happy for them to go,
Yeah.
so. And unfortunately, they could take a year or two.
Yeah. There should be nothing else, I don't think, anyway.
Okay. Anybody waiting for vehicle or property?
I'm speaking with the bloke about vehicle.
You can see too?
I just need to get some stuff out of an impounded car. My husband
I
ran.
just press this vehicle button here and hopefully somebody will come and see you, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Thanks.
a big yellow arrow and everything.
You're the gentleman
Yes.
with the licence?
Yeah.
So you're saying that you've renewed your licence, or when did you do that, mate?
I do it each year on my birthday. So,
But you were suspended.
well, yeah, I was suspended on the 13th of September after my bike was taken.
Yep.
Yeah, so it hasn't even gone to court yet.
No, but obviously there must have been do you have fines? That you haven't made a payment?
You're taking money out every fortnight for
Well,
fines.
it's not us, because we're not the fines people.
Well, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
As
but-
far as why would they disqualify my licence at the cop shop after my bike was taken?
Well, because you're riding it unlicensed.
No, I had a licence. I have a licence. That's the point.
Alright, so you're saying that was on the 13th?
Guaranteed. It was after my bike was taken.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is you're suspending it to me on our system from the 6th of the 9th.
Okay, do I not get told? What do you mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying, mate, that's through the fines. If you've got fines, or you've accrued new fines and you haven't set up a payment plan for them, then they suspend your licence. So you might need to contact the fines people.
So they take my bike.
It's got nothing to do with SAPOL, mate. All I'm
SAPOL
saying
took
is-
my bike.
Yeah, because it's saying you're unlicensed.
But I'm unlicensed.
But it's saying you on the 6th of the 9th, it's saying you're not. So you either haven't paid fines, so you need to work it out with the fines people.
Right, well, I paid fines.
Or you've got a new fine that you haven't paid, and hence why they've suspended your licence.
And so they just
Did
like
anything
take
else?
my property before without even telling me. So I didn't get told.
No, what's happened is,
Mhm.
there's something to do with fines
Mhm.
that haven't either been paid, or you haven't gone into a payment plan, or you've missed a payment.
Can you tell me
So-
what that is?
No, you have to, that's not a SAPOL issue, you have to go through the fines people for that.
All right. Well,
So, if that has happened, then they suspend your licence. So because you were caught on,
Used to
it's
be
on the
an
6th of the
Panorama
9th, so
Drive.
because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
riding
now I'm
your
a
bike
Panorama
and
Drive.
they're taking your licence off you,
well, they didn't.
That's
No one
why
took my
SAPOL
license
have
off me.
done that.
No one's taken my license off me. That's the thing.
well, they clearly.
So that's not the new address, that's
Well, it's
the old
not
one.
not clear at all because
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know anything about it when this cop rocks up. The bunch of them push me off my bike, smash me, take my bike, then give me this. So you've disqualified 6 months.
You need to bring the fines people and work it out with them.
But this was done by SAPOL.
Yeah, because on the 13th you were unlicensed and they impounded
But I
your
wasn't
bike.
unlicensed.
You were.
How can they take it away? How could it be taken away?
So if you
I
don't
wasn't
pay, if you get a new
Yeah.
fine, right? If you go through a speed camera or something like that, you get a new fine. What happens is the fine gets sent out to you, and if you do not put that on your already like fines that are getting taken out, you need to ring up and get that new fine put on your account, so to speak. And if you don't, then your license gets suspended.
You don't
And-
get told, and they steal your bike.
So you get a letter.
You sent something in the mail.
Well, I haven't received anything. If my license was taken away, how can it be taken away twice?
Well,
Sorry.
no,
So I can help them.
If I haven't
because
got
you've
it,
got multiple fines, mate.
no, you're misunderstanding me.
I don't think I am.
This is disqualified. It says this was after you took my bike.
Yeah,
Because they got you
disqualified
disqualified and
before.
suspended are two different things.
Well, are they? If they're two different
Okay,
things,
so
then
all
how
I
can I be
can do
riding
is-
disqualified?
Mate, okay, all we can do
Well,
you know what I
is
mean?
work out where we are from
Medically
here.
cards,
Please.
we'll with that.
Because
Okay.
Yeah, that hasn't been authorised to be released.
Okay.
obviously, whatever the
Driving
system is
licence
showing,
says-
Yeah.
So why?
and if
why
it's incorrect, you need
okay,
to contact the
I don't
fines,
know.
get that sorted. If they
Maybe
have
they
made
keep some
an error,
stuff.
which,
And
Separate from the fines, you know, because this is not about them. This is about.
it is, because if you don't pay your fines, you lose your
Right,
licence.
yeah.
And if you're driving whilst
What's the time
unlicensed,
card?
it's
And
an
that's the
impoundable
normal
offence.
Thank you. That's all I need.
Well, it's an offence.
Yeah.
But this is separate to that. So this wasn't that. Alright?
So what was it impounded for? What's the offence?
So it says for disqualified. Right? But no, but wait, then this came afterwards. This is after. This is from the 13th of September.
That's right, but your licence was suspended on the 6th.
Okay, but I wasn't disqualified. We just said it's two different things. Suspended and disqualified are two different things, right?
Mate, at the end of the day, you're unlicensed.
Well, at the time my bike was taken,
No, you're unlicensed.
you're telling me that.
You are unlicensed.
Well, but no one told me that. How? Like, it's.
Well, the fines people should have sent you.
Oh, that's
not
great.
a SAPOL issue. That's
Well,
a fines
it's-
issue.
yeah, well, it's a
well,
sa-
it's
it's a
your fault
SAPOL
issue if you keep getting fines.
It's a SAPOL issue if they just take someone's property for no reason.
It's not for no reason.
Keep it for a month.
It's saying you're not licensed, mate.
That's not why they took it. This was the police station afterwards.
No, that's the paperwork saying your
No,
bike's been taken.
no, it's not. The
I'm
paper.
not here to argue that anyway.
Um,
What you need to
got
do
the paperwork,
is
doesn't it?
contact the
He's
fines people.
taken the paperwork with the bike information on it.
What paperwork?
Alright, here it is. This is about the bike being taken.
Yeah, so one's
Yeah.
for the registered owner and one's for the rider.
Yeah, and this is me, the registered owner.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
So is it a different number on the top?
This is the bike you took. This is me. This is what they gave me.
Yeah, so
Right,
open
and
that one as
then-
well.
Yep.
It should be a quadruplicate.
It's not. This is a different thing. So
It's a quadruplicate.
this one. He's giving me this.
Yeah, because that's a disqualification of suspension.
He did this after you took the bike. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't make any sense.
Yes, because you're disqualified for a year.
He wrote this out in the police station after you took my bike for riding disqualified. Well, I wasn't riding disqualified. I wasn't even suspended, as far as I knew. This was my point.
But that's as far as you knew.
Well, it's the truth.
What you don't the defence?
Pardon?
It's not a defence.
The truth is not a
To say
defence.
You didn't realise that you were disqualified. It's not a
Well, I wasn't
So-
disqualified. I was
no,
apparently
okay.
suspended. I'm told
Yeah,
now.
okay, so this is, so
Yeah.
he has then disqualified your licence.
In the police
because
station.
you have failed to comply with the directions of a drug screening
But
test.
I didn't. This is the whole thing.
So
That-
what did they say you did refuse?
There's a lot of weird things going on that night. I don't know. That they took my bike, handcuffed me, beat the shit out of me, took me to Christie's
Did you
Beach.
get a drug test or you did not?
Yeah, I complied to it. I complied with that. I complied with the breath test. They want to take blood. I was like, taking blood off of me. They then did a DNA swab, had me in a cell, made me sign a bloody
Well,
bail
you need to
agreement.
speak to the officer that's issued that, mate, and that's not an impound issue.
Well,
That's a police issue.
All right, yeah, well, I'm going to be doing that. Obviously, when it goes, this has to go on to court, right?
Yeah.
But you took my bike first. Then this happened, is what I'm saying. So,
Yeah,
I said,
that doesn't matter.
well, it does. How can I be riding disqualified if you disqualify me after you take my bike?
You weren't. You were suspended, and then you were disqualified.
Well, the bike was taken for riding disqualified. I wasn't disqualified. I was suspended. You just said it.
Mate, so either way, you didn't have a licence, and then
Well-
he's gone. He's then on the 12th of the 3rd. So this is the day before, anyway.
No, I'm telling you now. They
Hang
took.
on. So when did this happen?
It all happened on the one night. It was on
Okay.
a Wednesday night.
Because this is saying this is on the 13th, and this is saying this is on the 12th.
Well, they've dodged that. What?
Oh no, 13th to the 9th. So it's happened all at the same time.
This is what I'm saying. But it hasn't happened at the same time because they took the bike first,
Yeah,
took
because
me to
your
Christie's
licence was already
Beach.
suspended.
They wrote this out in the police station at
Yeah.
Christie's Beach.
Because you were suspended, and now you're disqualified, or you will be disqualified.
How can it be both?
Because a suspension is different to a disqualification.
Okay, so I wasn't disqualified when this was done, and it says on here, you've
Yeah,
taken my
because-
bike for riding disqualified. Do you see my point, please?
No, at the end of the day,
Please?
you are unlicensed.
So you're saying suspension and disqualification are two different things?
No, what I'm saying is under the licensing, you are unlicensed, but the suspension and the disqualifications within the licensing system are different for different reasons.
But I was
So you
forcibly
suspended
removed
because
from
of
my.
your fines.
I was forcibly
That's got
removed from my
nothing to do
vehicle.
with
It's got
me,
it's got
mate.
everything to do with
It's
it.
got nothing to do with me.
Well, of course it
Are you
does.
here for your bike, or what are you actually here
Well,
for?
I'm here for my bike, and then and he goes, "Well, your license is disqualified." I said, "No, that happened after they took the bike."
Yeah, but it obviously lasts for 12 months.
Well,
You're
no,
not getting your license
well,
back
it
till the
says
12th
it says
of the
6 months there,
24th,
but
6 months,
okay.
12th of the 3rd.
I'm just start again.
But you've got fines.
Reason for impounding is disqualification, riding disqualified.
Yeah.
Then I got disqualified after the bike was
Doesn't
taken.
matter, you were suspended before.
Well, then the reason the bike was taken wasn't for disqualification; it was for
Well, you have to
suspension that
fight
I didn't know.
Argue it in court.
Well, at this
At the
stage,
end of the day, you need someone to ride your bike. You don't have a license, you need someone to be able to ride it for you, or you get a tow truck or a trailer.
I'll be.
That's what you need.
Regardless, it's my property. I'll wheel it home
You're
if I
not
need
wheeling it
to.
home.
Well, you've taken my property.
we cannot release it to somebody that cannot legally remove it from site.
I can legally wheel my bike to Victor Harbour if I want to. I can walk down the side of the road and wheel my bike.
Well, not from here, you're not.
Well, that's against. Well, you're unlawfully taking my property because I
Again,
wasn't disqualified.
Well, at the end of the day, mate, it has to leave here with someone that can either ride it or it goes on a tow truck or a trailer.
Look, I'll wheel it out and I'll park it on the street and I'll get my mate to come and ride it home. But it's my property. You take
I've
it?
told you what you need to do. Get
Well,
someone that can either ride it, tow truck or a trailer, and that's the only way we're going to release it.
Okay, but are you going to release it then? Because you're telling me now that you're not releasing it because I didn't have the
Because
license.
you need to turn up with someone that can remove it legally.
So I can't legally wheel my bike away.
Because we're not going to release it because you've got no one here that can ride it, unless you've got a tow truck or a trailer.
Alright, well I'll be back. Oh, what's the time please?
Alright, it is 3:22.
Alright, you shut pretty soon, don't you? Yeah, 'cause I came yesterday and you were already closed and I tried to ring you, but you beforehand
No
and you
point
just...
ringing after 4:30.
No, I rang at like 11 o'clock in the morning. I rang and rang and
You
rang.
know what, mate?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of organisation goes a long way.
Well, it does, doesn't it? Doesn't it? You're very, very organised. So, just to clarify, the only reason you're not letting me take it now is because my licence is suspended. Is that right?
Because you cannot ride your bike out of here.
Yeah, so I come with a mate with his bike licence and...
Absolutely, will you?
Yeah, you're not going to keep my property...
No, I don't want your property. I want you to take it, but it's got to be taken legally from you.
Well,
That's what
it was
I'm saying.
taken from me illegally.
Well, again, you'll have to deal with that in court. That's not how it is. The system's telling me it's not illegally, but again, you'll have to fight it in court.
You said disqualified after. This says for
I'm
disqualified.
in court, mate. I'm not a judge. I can't determine what's happened on the night.
Well, yeah,
All
yeah.
I can see is
And I'm
the
like-
system showing me, and that's what I have to go by.
So whatever the system says. So what, you reckon this bloke, they smashed me because the system said I was riding disqualified when I didn't know about it and I wasn't. I was suspended, apparently.
Mate, there's no point arguing about
I'm not
it.
arguing.
Wasting time because you need to go and get someone with a licence.
I'm not
to
arguing,
get it out
I'm
for you.
clarifying what you're saying. Because it's a bit
the
confusing.
clarification is, from an impound perspective, which is all I deal with, what paperwork you need to speak to the officer and get clarification on what he's done and why.
They wouldn't tell me the officer's name, he wouldn't give me his
It's on the
name.
paperwork.
No, the impound one says Peacock, whoever, and I don't know who that is. At Christie's
So-
Beach, they wouldn't tell me any of their names. This is what they put in there, they squiggle. I got none of their names. I said, I've got all the
You've got their
cameras.
ID number. You've got.
Can you confirm if that's legitimate? Because basically I was given no one's names.
All I need you to do
Well-
is go and find someone that's licensed to get your bike out of here.
Thank you,
That's it.
I'll do that.
All right,
While I'm
just do
here,
that.
well, you do work for the SAPOL, right?
Yeah.
Do you mind, please can you help me confirm if this is actually a legit police officer?
Well, of course it'll be a legit police officer.
Well-
because it's going to all go through court.
It says in the road traffic act you're supposed to give me your name and whatnot. They wouldn't do it. So the whole night they wouldn't do it.
Name. Lothan.
Is there-
Constable.
can you verify that for me, please? Because the entire place wouldn't give me their name or numbers, which to me is pretty.
So who do you want to speak to? The impound officer, or you want to speak to who?
Well, I'm just speaking to you. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
asking,
no,
can you
but-
confirm whether that's actually because I'm starting to think now, like, do you even have my bike? Because I don't even know that.
Well, we're saying we're going to give it to you if you turn up with a licensed rider. That's all we need to talk about.
Right, no one's told me that you've got it, other than this bit of paperwork of a mystery guy.
You here for a car or
Well,
property?
it's here.
Property.
And we're happy to give
I'm
it to you.
in a
As
car,
long as
so
you
the
go
car's
and
impounded, I
find
just
it
want to
out
get
for
property
Alright.
out of
That's
that
all we
car.
need to do, mate.
Okay.
Please.
All right?
Yeah.
Go get it sorted.
Thank you. Can I see the bike so I know it's here?
No, I'm telling you it's here.
You can understand why I'm a little bit dubious when.
Well, you're here. We're saying it's
My-
here. We're just saying you can't take it.
I do,
All you need to do is get someone who can ride
XLG
it, and you can get it out.
323.
And is there? And that's not a.
G.
There's not a cost. Oh, here we go. See, I had a feeling.
No, is it registered?
Well, it's certainly registered when you took it.
I'll grab
But
that.
has it run out of
And what sort of stuff are
registration?
you after?
There's just some work
It
equipment.
was registered
in
when
there.
I was knocked off of it, and it
Scaffolding
was
stuff, so
forcibly
tool belt,
removed by.
tools, stuff like that.
No,
And
smashed my
there's a
ribs. There's a whole lot of things
phone
going on. I've actually, you think I'm going on, but I'm.
I'll go and have a quick
Alright,
look.
so
Alright.
run out of reg on
Thank
the
you.
10th.
Would have been last
Oh.
night.
Okay.
I don't know
So,
if
was
that
that,
helps.
so now you're going to
So
say,
it's a black
oh, but you guys going to keep it?
Toyota sedan.
I'm saying, hey, how would you even, well, one, you couldn't even push it down the road because it's not registered.
You can't push it down the road.
No,
Push it down the footpath.
no, you cannot.
Yeah.
Nope,
Can't even push it on a footpath.
nope,
It's not. There'll be no motor on it.
unregistered unregistered bike can't go on the road.
No, footpath, I'm saying.
No, it's still got to go on the road, you can go to the block.
Yeah?
Well, you can do
No, I'm not being alright, well,
Right,
so
so you
now.
either need a permit, registration.
Okay, here's the other quandary though. I'm blocked from, I go on the line to do it.
Yep.
And it says, we're not doing business with you.
Okay, so that's where you need to contact Service SA. Why would they say that if you were lying?
Because no, it says speak to fines, right?
That.
Yeah.
So you knew that.
No, yeah, 2 days
So
ago.
you knew
Of
that.
course I knew that. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying that you're not
You're
realising.
arguing with me and you knew that 2
No,
days ago.
because the point is, I'm not allowed to register it.
Right.
So how, is that not?
Like
So it was
you should be able to get-
taken from me when it was registered,
So you
right?
should be able to
With
get a
force.
permit. You should be able to get a permit for a temporary registration for your bike
Uh-huh.
to get it out of here.
Then you-
It's
can I-
$52,
Yeah.
but you might need to go to Service SA and you're gonna need your VIN number, you're gonna need your details.
But yeah, I've got that on the paperwork at home, but it's just. It's like it's almost as if, because I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't on drugs. I wasn't registered bike. Registered. I had a license. Smashed by a bunch of blokes, throwing a thing. Take me away as if I've done something. I've done nothing. And now it's like, you just keeping my bike. You see how that's a perspective
No,
I
I
can.
get what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I do. But all I can say is the system is showing you're currently unlicensed. It's also showing that your vehicle is now expired as of last week. Alright, so you.
But the only way can get it registered is by going back to the Fines and Enforcement Unit, who are already taking money out every fortnight. And
Right, so if that's
a
the
pickle.
issue, that they stop receiving some form of payment, and all you need to do, seriously, all you need to do is give them a call, set up a payment, give them some money, and they will reinstate your
it's just
licence.
they're taking their money every fortnight, so it's a bit like.
But if you've got a new fine or something else has happened, then you need to set that up.
Does the system show, you're saying I was already suspended, the suspension is purely from the fines unit, isn't it? Because I
Well,
haven't
that's
done
saying
anything.
it's because of fines, yes.
Do you remember when it used to be people would lose their licence on the street driving and then it was like, oh, you know, they would go to court and you lost your licence for 6. Doesn't happen anymore, does it? It's like the system just goes,
But they should have notified you. They should have let you know.
yeah, it should have. It should have happened. I should have been told the police officer's name and number when I asked for it. They don't do
So
it.
tell you 2 days ago that it was because of fines?
I haven't spoken to it. I went online to try and
Right,
register it.
and the notification.
It blocks you and it says, yeah.
Well, all I suggest is ring the fines people, sort something out with them, they will reinstate
Give
your
you that one.
licence, and then you should
Now
be able
that
to
car's
register your vehicle on the
undrivable
way
at
you
the
go.
moment,
So,
so
just
I've
to-
stuck
You've got to go through the fines.
So
bring the stuff out.
once the
Yeah.
system says,
Mention
well, the
that.
fines, let's imagine the fines unit, whatever they're,
This one
okay,
here.
everything's
No,
fine.
the second one.
No pun intended.
Yep.
Yep.
So, as the phone you
I
want?
turn up with
With the
a, well, hang on,
phone
that would
and
mean
any
my
of the
licence should be back
scaffolding
on
gear, I
by then,
believe
shouldn't
that
it?
there's like harnesses
Once you
and
reinitiate your
tool
payment
belt
plan
and,
with them, they will lift the suspension of your licence.
tools.
And then, alright, then I can right away. Or register the bike right away.
See how we go.
Beautiful, thank you.
Your
Oh,
licence
go
expires
down
on
there.
the 9th.
No, this is what the bloke said. I said, no, every year, I do it on my birthday every year. It's 24th of June. So,
you
it
got
didn't
reissued
expire,
a
it
new
didn't
card?
expire, yeah. It did. Look, I'd said to the last bloke, my recent experiences where you beat me up and stole my bike has made me a little bit, I thank you. But I'm just, at this point I'm like, I'm going to be one of those blokes that winds the window down in the car that much. I never used to be. This is what you've turned me into, not you personally. It's real.
Yeah.
I'm not making it up.
What was the issue date between,
I don't know. I get it same. I've been doing it the same year every.
yeah, 24th?
I've been doing it since I was 19 years old.
Yeah, right. Ring the fines people, mate. And obviously, 24th of the 6th. Why would that's when they cancel your licence on the 20th of the 9th.
But that's after. See, that's a week after this happened.
That's what I mean. You're gonna have to contact the
Oh
fines.
God! You can see why I'm starting to go like, what is going
no,
on?
there's something going on, and you know what? It may just be a data error through Service SA, and if it is, then your impound will go away. They'll refund your money. You just
What?
have to chase it up.
Can you please explain what money I need to pay? Because no one said anything about money. That's what I was about to ask
Get the
you.
bike out, yeah.
Oh, if it's a data error, and I've been had all this, gone through all this, I haven't been able to ride to work. I haven't been, the whole situation's been pretty rough, I've got to
Yeah,
say.
Yep.
You're saying it might just be a data error, which is great, I
that's the
suppose,
thing,
except for
which
me.
Yeah, but you just have to chase it up, clear it, and then it'll all go. But
How much more, okay, if I come back here in half an
You're not
hour.
gonna be happy then once I tell you how much it is to get your bike out.
No, look, tell me, because if it's a data error, then I suppose it's all going to, yeah, well, I mean, this,
$239.75.
for what may be a data error.
Well, for what potentially may be a data error.
Well, that's a bit of a bloody error,
Well,
to say the least. It's not just the money, but
but if you didn't think you were disqualified at the night, then you should have chased this up a month ago as well.
no one told me I was disqualified. I'm riding around on the 13th of September, and I see a cop put his lights, and then he pulled up in front like that, and I was like, I said, "You alright? Is everything alright?" He goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "It's Anthony. What's your name?" And he went, 9774, just started saying a number, and I was like, "What's your name?" And he grabbed my bike. I said, "What are you doing?" I don't know him. I don't know the bloke. I said, "What are you doing? Get on the property." 97. I said, "What's your name?" I don't know. And he put 2 hands on my bike. I was like, "Let go on property." And then he said, "Oh, the radio." Then a whole bunch turned up, smashed me as I'm marrying her. I was like literally, I'm not making this up. I've got X-ray. Hey, I'm on the ground like this. Stop resisting. Stop. When you're resisting, I'm sitting on my bike. This is one of the frustrating things about this is I haven't done anything wrong. You're saying it's expired on the 20th of September. That's a week later.
24th.
Sorry, expired on the 20th of the 9th. That's a week.
Well, it's saying it's cancelled. So your licence has been cancelled. For what reason would that be?
On the 20th of the 9th.
Yes.
So can you see as at the 13th of the 9th what the situation was?
But that's the thing. I don't.
I think it was cancelled for what happened at the police station afterwards. Well, I'm presuming.
I don't know. That's the thing. You're going to have to speak to Service SA, you're going to have to speak to your fines people. But you're going to have to chase it up real quick.
So
Otherwise, you've got to pay to get your bike out.
yeah, but you're saying regardless, you're going to hold my bike for $1,000 anyway. But even right now, if everything was fine, I'd be paying $1,000
You do, yeah.
for doing nothing wrong. It's not really good enough.
No, but at the end of the day, it's a part of that's the process. And even
Can you add the $1,000 to my fines that have already been extorted on?
because it's a £10 fee, it's not a fine.
Well, they extort me for all this other stuff that is actually probably legitimate. I didn't know about most of the stuff. It's like, apparently you drove through this camera. All right. You tried to dispute. I actually elected to go to court on 2 of them, and they didn't do it. Instead, months later, they added them to my fines. I said, no, I asked to go to court.
I don't know. But obviously...
You better off not having a licence or not having a car.
Maybe you better not. You're probably not better off doing that way.
No, I mean, at this stage, it's like my property got stolen off me by a bunch of, I don't know, from a bar of soap. Right? One of them was fat ass, sat on my back, so I think my ribs are buggy. Right? So I got injured by, it was like getting robbed for your car. It's exactly not like that, that's what it was. But for my bike. But then the robbers hold my bike and go, you can come in a month's time. And if you want it back, $1,000. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. I'm not having to go at you. I'm just saying, like,
I understand the metaphor you're trying to use, but it's not quite the same because they're only acting on the information that they can see, as I am.
me too.
Right? So, but the thing is, this is where you're going to have to go and contact the fines people, contact Service SA, and if obviously there's been fines that either haven't been paid or you're not aware of having or whatever's happened.
Yeah, just add them on.
So that's the thing. They may have cancelled your licence. I don't know.
I couldn't register my bike last time at first until I rang them. So I'm familiar with that because when I rang them, it was for not voting in the state election. They reckon it was $700 or something. So you've got to be kidding me. Right? I said, no, I was like, no, that's nonsense. In the end, they said, oh, we'll let that off, but you'll need to send in, always ring this number or send an email to the whatever, some state. I didn't want to encourage them by voting, quite frankly, but I wasn't sure whether I had or I hadn't. $700 and you can't register.
You've got to just get your name taken off the
Oh
file.
yeah, I understand that, but that's
You're
not.
not doing yourself any favours.
Well, when I find out 18 months later, it's $700 and now you can't register your bike, it's a bit. It doesn't seem to make sense, right?
Well, all I can do is tell you to contact Service SA, find out what's going on there,
Yeah.
contact fines people, find out what's going there.
And find $1,000 to get my property back. It's fine, regardless.
Well,
Once assuming they
that's the
fix
thing,
it up.
It's going to go up $27.75 a day. right? So,
Okay, the thing about, I'll be taking
so
out the
over
court,
the
so I
next few
suppose.
weeks, you need to do what I've just asked you to do.
Mm.
And if there has been some form of error, then they can go back, speak to the copper, it'll get withdrawn.
Good luck finding him. He
Right?
wouldn't give me his
You can
name.
come
He was
and
looking
then
for 3
if it's
hours.
withdrawn, you can come pick up your bike, you don't have to pay anything, you should be able to deal with service SA, get yourself sorted. If not, then you will still have to pay your impound fee of whatever that will be with the accrued days.
Mm. Yeah.
So the sooner you can chase that up, the better off you'll be.
Okay.
Alright,
So the cancellation that you just read out on the 20th,
and I think that's, again, it may have been from the 13th.
well, you see what the problem there when it happens after the fact, but because the suspension's got to be different to a bloody disqualification. Otherwise, my understanding is that the service SA do a suspension just so you ring up, like you're saying.
That's right. So it's just a suspension is a temporary term
Yeah.
of
That's right.
license.
That's what I'm saying. That's
a disqualification is generally
they took my bike for riding disqualified. I wasn't disqualified. I was, if anything, suspended. I didn't know about it. So that's what is the whole fact of the taking was actually against the law.
You are going to have to.
Is it? You have like maybe a printout of the screen that shows that, so that I can say to them, look, this is what I've been told.
They'll be able to see it.
Well, I'm the service SA will be able to see that.
Yep. Because that's the system we use.
Yeah,
They'll be able to see more than us.
I'm getting pretty sus on systems, to be quite frank.
Well,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
you either have to, you can be sus on systems.
Well, with good reason.
But you either need to stop getting into trouble.
I-
The systems don't even have to come into play.
This is the thing. It came to me. I was like, you know what? This is no word of a lie. I left my house to get a box of water from the service station. I'm not from the survey. I decided I'll go to Marion Road to the late night food land. It was only like 9 o'clock at night or whatever. And I was like, I jumped on my bike. That's the trouble. I went to get a box of water. Yeah. Trouble. It came in the way of. Finds a way. When you're causing none yourself these days.
Alright, so don't lose it. That's the fines number.
Yep.
That's Service SA. Work out what's happening with your fines. Work out what's happening with your licence. Actually, I'll even go you one better.
If this was old candid camera and you're going to give me my bike and it's just, you did nothing wrong, then I can go.
Oh mate, I don't have the authority for that, but he's from State Traffic.
They also, I was writing this to police station, wouldn't you think I would go to, they took me to Chrissy's bench. Which now I'll have to walk home.
Alright,
For
so
Brian.
that- well actually where's your impound paperwork and I'll write it on there so you might let me close the board and put that on there. Alright, so Copper from State Traffic has issued the paperwork. Here's the qualification paperwork on the blue one. That one.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's him. That's his number.
Thank you.
Call
Thank
him,
you.
get in touch with him and work out what's going on.
Oh, thank you.
Alright mate?
Oh,
But get onto it because
Yeah.
you need to sort it, otherwise you need to come up with money to get that. What's your current address?
Yep.
That's it.
That's me.
Alright, what will happen?
And that, I told him that down there.
Yeah, that's right. So what will happen in probably 2 weeks' time, if you haven't heard back from you, you can send me a letter saying that if you don't get your bike within a certain time frame, we're going to dispose of your bike. Alright, so you need to chase that up, and then get in contact with us, and our number is on the back of your yellow form. Alright,
Yeah.
so if you need to contact us here at the Southern Impound Yard, it's on your impound paperwork. But even if you need more time, just make sure, I'll add a note that you come in, we've had this discussion, and then hopefully over the next week we hear from you it's good news and we can sort some stuff out.
Yeah.
Alright?
Alright.
See how we go.
Alright, thank you.
Okay.
See ya. Is it pro or con have been cancelled the license? Well,